Hi boys and girls, so today we're going to be reading the book Second Grade, Here I Come. And this is perfect because tomorrow you're going to go to second grade. So it's like this book was made for you. This is by DJ Steinberg and it's illustrated, or the pictures are by Laura Wood. And it has a ton of great poems in it all about getting ready for second grade. So let's go ahead and start reading. Back to school. No more lazy beach ball days, no more summer getaways, no more splashing in the pool, no siree, it's back to school. But there's one big ray of sun, even though vacation's done. At least I know when summer ends, it's time to see my old school friends. The gang's all back. Did Shane get taller or Zane get smaller? Something's different there. Camilla's got earrings, Anne's all tan, and Lee got spiked up hair. He showed up with two big teeth and someone stretched out Zach. We're all a summer older, but hooray, the gang's all back. I'm sure you're super excited to see some of your friends tomorrow. From me to we, Mr. Dhar likes circles, seriously. Today he drew one and labeled it me. Then he circled that circle and wrote family. And around that he drew a community. He made more circles, all itty bitty, and he circled them all to make up a city. He showed us how more cities come together to create a bigger circle. It's called a state. Then states make countries, and on he went to show how those make a continent. He drew one last circle, kind of like he began it, and he wrote the name we on the big giant planet. So that's how you get from me to we, and how we're all stuck together, you see. We're going to be learning all about our country and our city and our community, so I'm so excited that Mr. Dhar was teaching his second grade students about that too. So we'll have to look back at this poem when we start doing that in social studies this year. Temptation. I wonder what this one's about. If you might even be possibly tempted to talk to a person near you, go and change your place, says the teacher, right now before I do. I look at my friend and my friend looks at me, and as soon as our guilty eyes meet, I gather my things and I head across the room to find a different seat. That is definitely a smart choice, because even though we love our friends and we want to hang out with them, sometimes sitting next to them in class may not be the smartest choice because we know we'll get distracted. And we can always hang out with them at lunch or at recess. Soccer practice. My sweatpants have a hole in them, and I'm not telling where, but no matter what Coach Daniel says, I'm not getting out of my chair. Spelling test. Every Friday morning, we have our spelling T-E-S-T. I'm not the greatest speller, but I will always do my B-E-S-T. Take a look at my book. Check out this book. It's my new reading book, and it's not like those little kid books. Take a look. It's full of chapters, and hey, wait a minute. Excuse me, but why are there no pictures in it? That's something we're going to be doing this year too. When you're in second grade, you actually learn how to read so much faster than any other grade. So we're going to be moving from picture books to big chapter books. It's going to be so much fun. 20 minutes a night. You have to read 20 minutes a night when you are in grade 2. That is true. Sometimes longer if you want to. It's only 20 minutes, I know, but there's so much else to do. I need to play a game with my brother and talk to my friends about stuff. And throw a ball so my dog won't get bored. Then my mom said enough is enough. So I opened the book, 20 minutes was all, and I figured I'd give it a try. But I don't know how, but when I looked up, a whole hour had whizzed by. Just one more chapter, I begged my mom. Enough is enough, she said. Tomorrow I can't wait to read some more before it's time for bed. Tryouts. I went to the school play tryouts, but I tripped coming on the stage, up the stage stairs. Everyone giggled. I'd figured I'd blown it, but then I just decided, who cares? I pretended to trip all over the place. I stood up, then tumbled back down. The kids laughed so hard, and the teacher said, you're cast in the part of the clown. Hungry art. Art class comes before lunch, so I'm in a hungry mood. I guess that could be why I'm always painting food. We'll have art in the mornings this year, so you should be full from breakfast, but who knows, you may get a little hungry during art. Recycle week. We're saving the planet this week. Hurrah! We're making no garbage at all, except for the sort of recyclable kind that can go in the box in the hall. For lunch, we bring in reusable bags with plastic compartments and seals. Then we pack them back up and yuck, what is this? I forgot that bananas have peels. My teacher says that they're great for compost to help grow the garden at school. Then he gives me 2 stickers. I hand him the peel. Let me tell you, recycling is cool. It. Every day at recess, you have to shout, "Not it," because if you don't say it, then you'll be it legit. And if you're it, don't pitch a fit, just run around and flail, and when you tag someone else, shout, "You're it," and bail. Marshmallow toes. On our way back to the classroom, our teacher leads the 2 rows and says not to make too much noise by walking on marshmallow toes. That is a great way to think when you're walking in the hallway, just to tiptoe on your marshmallow toes so you don't disturb the other classes by making a lot of noise. Wall of dreams. The wall in the hall says, "I have a dream," with a place for us kids to say all the things we imagine in our own dreams, how the world could be better someday. The wall in the hall is covered with dreams for just about everything, and although they're just dreams, it's a good place to start, like it was for the great Dr. King. And we'll definitely talk about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. this year. You can see a little drawing of him right there. Valentine's party. I got 3 billion Valentines, but the one that is way off the chart is the one I got from my teacher. It's a red foil milk chocolate heart. Fraction action. I thought up a show called Fraction Man. It made my friends all laugh. When he's attacked by bad guys, he divides himself in half. Then he can keep on dividing himself into clones that get smaller in size till the villain finds he's fighting off 64 super fierce little guys. And we will be talking about fractions and dividing and making things in quarters and halves this year. The principal's office. Someone passed a note to give to the person next to me, so I was just the delivery guy. I'm innocent, you see. But when my teacher noticed, I was asked to leave the room and sent to see the principal. Now I walk the hall of doom. By the time I'm in her office, I've confessed my whole life of crime. I was tardy for recess, I drew in a book, I swallowed gum one time. The principal sends me back to class with a smile. For goodness sakes, she says that even awesome kids are allowed to make mistakes. That definitely sounds like something Mr. Wise, our principal, would say. Noodle Time. Our teacher's kind of funny. Every day he plays a song and makes us bop out of our chairs and hop, skip, scootle along. The whole class wiggles and waggles their arms and legs and caboodles. For exactly 1 minute, we dance and wave like a bunch of 2nd grade noodles. And we're going to do this too. We have a little surprise on Fridays called 1-minute dance parties. So you'll have to wait till Friday and see what that is. The funny thing about 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. I guess that could maybe be true, but 0 times 1,000, how can that equal 0 too? 0 is a funny number. Dribble Trouble. We were practicing dribbling in gym today, and the ball had a mind of its own. I must say I was doing just fine till I stopped at the line and the ball kept on dribbling away. Measurements. When I went to the doctor, he measured me and said I'm just 3'11". That seemed kind of short, so I did some math in inches, and that's 47. That sounded a little bit better. Still not so great, if you know what I mean, so I convert it to centimeters, where I'm a whole whopping 119. End of the year barbecue. The Lesters invited us all to their pool, the kids and teachers too, to celebrate our class finishing school with an end-of-year barbecue. We played Marco Polo and tug of war, wolfed down hot dogs with lemonade. We took a few pictures and took a few more and told the stories about 2nd grade. When at last it came time to say our goodbyes, I felt one little tear, and it gave me a shiver to realize how much we'd shared this past year. And when it really struck me, like that circle our teacher made, this class had become my community, and together we will conquer 3rd grade. So I hope this book got you guys excited for 2nd grade. It's going to be a fantastic year with our class community, and I cannot wait to see you boys and girls bright and early tomorrow morning. Bye!